What's up, everybody, and welcome to Extra 14 right here on the Because Maybe Network, the podcast that lets you know what's going on at the Because Maybe Network, because I can't be bothered to write social media posts and I like hearing the sound of my own voice. Hope everybody is doing well on this Sunday, March 22nd, 2019, and I've got a lot to get through here in the next few minutes, so if I can just take up a few minutes of your time, I'll let you know what's going on and we'll move forward with everything. If you're watching this on the video, on the YouTube channel, I should say on the video, I sound like an old man, you know. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, you will notice some new graphics, yes, and if you're watching the 90s game, you've noticed some new graphics there too. I want to give a big shout out to our head graphic designer, the wonderful Sarah, who is a constant contributor to this podcast, I should say, regular co-host, etc. She has worked really hard over the last couple of weeks getting these new logos up and running, kind of tweaking them, making them color match, and so on and so forth, and I am so thankful for the work that she's done. Some of this stuff looks excellent, and, you know, I appreciate everything that she's done. Also, if you are listening to this, if you've been watching the 90s Gamer, I should say, you've noticed new theme music there, and we've got new theme music coming for all future extra episodes, and 90s podcast episodes, whenever that is. Simply because I think that we needed a cleanup, new graphics, new coat of paint, new everything, just to kind of relaunch us to what we are, and boy, have I got news later on all of that. So, question. Why am I not streaming Sonic the Hedgehog? Why didn't I do a stream of Sonic the Hedgehog yesterday? Well, guys, I've been sick these last couple of weeks. Now, before anybody gets any ideas, no, it's not been that. I've just been, sinus infection time is usually the first couple of weeks that really hits me hard. And unfortunately in Louisiana, it's hit the same time as coronavirus stuff going on. So I've been trying to find cold medicine for the last couple of weeks, and because of the hoarders, can't find any. Finally was able to get some. I'm not going to tell you where, because I want other people to have it, dang it. No, we found some cold medicine in most obscure places. Finally able to get on it, and I'm feeling a lot better, but I wasn't up to yesterday doing a whole 2-hour live stream of a video game and having some fun and everything like that. So I went ahead and just called this good, and yeah, so that's what it is right now. I'm calling everything good. So we will be coming up with streaming here in the next couple of weeks. I was going to plan on doing a stream every 2 weeks, which means that the next stream I do will not be until, drumroll please, will not be until the 4th of the 4th. So there you go, April 4th. That's when we're going to be doing our next stream, and we'll be streaming Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Like I mentioned, we're going to keep that going. That's going to be our first Twitch stream. I'm going to figure out this week how to use Twitch, and then hopefully not mess up like I did with the new Disney walkthrough. But, you know, it's just something fun, something different, and something to keep me busy. You know, because that's the great thing right now. I like being busy. I like doing things, and I like keeping things flowing so that we don't get back into the dark places that we were back in October. So, I have got some news. The news that we have finally been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, next Sunday, March 29th, the 90s podcast is coming back. We've been working on it since January. Put in a lot of hard work, done a lot of hard research. I want to give a big thank you to Sarah, as always, to Greg Gregory, who's been involved, and to Dexter Duran, who's been involved too. We have got 8 episodes coming up in the next 8 weeks, and that's going to be season 6. Now, why am I only doing 8 episodes? 2 reasons. Number one, with everything going on, I've been so busy at my 8 to 5, I haven't been able to completely finalize the research in some of these episodes. Number 2, it's with all this COVID-19 stuff. It's on top, it all kind of feeds into one. So it's just easier for us to just finish with what we've got. The future is looking bright. We are going to continue with season 7 later on in the year, and we're going to kind of pick up where season 6 left off. But this is a smaller season, and partly because of what happened last year, I want to keep things moving, and partly because I think 8 episodes is fine. If we only have a small break in between things, we should be able to get back on track and hopefully hit what I wanted to hit by the end of the year. The episodes this season are as follows, in this order. I'm not going to give dates out because, even though I've said we're coming back, but here we go. We kick off with 3 parts on Al Goes Internet, which is what we were going to do in season 5. So we've got 3 parts of Al Goes Internet. Me and Sarah are going to sit down and talk about that and how it shaped our lives and everybody else's lives. We go through what I call Genesis Classics. We look at 3 classic games on the Genesis system. That's me and Greg sit down. Road Rash, Streets of Rage, and NBA Jam. Me and Sarah get back together to talk about the 1999 classic Man on the Moon. Then a new kind of thing that we're doing. Me and Greg sit down and we're going to go through a ranking of all animation in the 90s. We're going to rank them on their own merits and compared to everyone else, but first their own merits. That makes sense. Then I sit down with Dexter Duranis. He tells me all about the Final Fantasy series, Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. 9 kind of breaks with what we do, but it's in 2000. I'm going to let it slide, especially considering The Simpsons started in 1989. And then finally, me and Sarah wrap up with the Black Sheep of the Oasis album family of the 90s. Be Here Now. Yes, 8 episodes. Doesn't seem like a lot, but trust me, we get a lot of information. I have a lot of fun doing that. So you want to go ahead and keep an eye out for that. The 90s Gamer. We're going to continue with that. Donkey Kong Country is going fine right now. We're on episode 5 of 12, I think we're going to be doing. And that's going to be released every Tuesday and every Thursday. Also, we're going to be doing a stream every other week. And the streams are going to be games where I can't really do long playthroughs. So I might put Sonic the Hedgehog actually as my next series and might do a stream on something like Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario 2 or Super Mario Brothers 3. That's to be determined. So, yes, this is going to be quick, guys. We're going to be going through everything. So, also, future projects. We are going to be working on the salsa section that we announced last time out. It's going to be a passion project. We are going to get started here in the next couple of months. We've got everything. We've got the idea. We just got to go ahead and do the research. And the research is watching an episode of Star Trek and talking about it. Oh, no. It's going to be horrible. But, it's something that means Sarah... It's something I asked Sarah to do when I badgered her into it. She's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a lot of fun with that as well. So, this goes without saying. I want to thank everybody who stuck with us over the last 6 months or so. These have been a very, very trying 6 months. I'm not going to lie. When your mental health hits rock bottom, you got to get back up eventually and have something to look forward to. I've been looking forward to this moment for months. So I'm really, really excited. So I'm looking forward to releasing this next week. And I'm going to have a lot of fun bringing this to you. And then hopefully working on future episodes, because we've got a lot of good stuff coming up in the future with this stuff. So, I'm looking forward to it. So, to summarize, for those of you who want a too long didn't read or too long didn't listen, as they say. Very, very simple. Thank you to Sarah for work on her graphic design. Apologies for not doing a stream this week. I've been sick because of sinus stuff. 90s Gamer, we're going to be releasing every Tuesday and every Thursday, new episodes of Donkey Kong Country, and then Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I've just decided that on the fly. And then we're going to do streaming of smaller games in the meantime. Salsa section is coming soon. Me and Sarah are fun the final touches on how we want to format it before we go ahead and start recording it. And the 90s podcast, the backbone, the cornerstone of this network, the original, what this all began, will be back next Sunday, the 29th of March, 2020. Yes. So, thank you to everyone who's listening. And guys, if you're on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram, go ahead and look up Because Maybe Network. If you're on YouTube, check out bit.ly/bmnetwork-YouTube. And of course, if you're listening to this on something that's not your preferred podcast listening station, look us up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, and tune in. And that, my friends, is that. It's going to be great to be back, and I will see you all next time.